Welcome to the online renewal service. Before you start renewing the permit online, you will need to make sure of the following. The person who manages the security rights to the facility online should have applied for the Facility Site Administrator FSA rights, and those rights should be granted. In order to complete the renewal service, you must have the responsible official RO rights granted as well. If you are the FSA, you can grant yourself access, but if you are not the FSA, you will need the FSA to grant you RO rights. On your My Workspace page, you should have the Physical Connection Program Service Selection listed under the Service Selection blue bar. If you do not have the Physical Connection link, you can add the service by clicking on the Configure Services button on the right-hand side. A window with all the DEP services will pop up. On the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the Water Supply Services. Under there will be the Physical Connection Program Service selection. Click on the checkbox and then click on the OK button. This will bring you back to your My Workspace page. Under the My Facilities Program Interests blue bar, you should see the Physical Connection Facility listed and have your access type as responsible official and access status as granted. If your access status says pending, you will need to either grant yourself the RO access if you are the FSA. If you are not the FSA, then you will need them to grant you the RO access. To start renewing the permit online, on your My Workspace page, click on the Physical Connection Program Service selection listed under the Service Selection blue bar. This will take you to the instructions screen. Click the Continue button on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. You should now see the Service Selection page. Click on the Renew Physical Connection Permit Radio button, then click the Continue button. You will now be directed to the Facility Selection page. Select the facility by clicking on the radio button on the left side of the facility and click on the Continue button. This will take you to the Permit Contact page. Check to make sure that all the information on this screen is correct. If not correct, make the necessary changes and click on the Continue button. Likewise, if all information is correct, click on the Continue button. You will now see the valve details screen. On this page, you will select the permit year to renew. If you are renewing during the fourth quarter of the year, you will click on the current year +1. Example, if you are renewing in November 2017, you will select 2018 as the permit year to renew. If you renew in January 2018, then you will select 2018 to renew. In the valve details screen, you will see the list of valves that are permitted. You will need to scroll through each valve to make sure that the information listed is correct and that the valve status for each quarter is filled with the appropriate status. These fields cannot be left blank. If your permit has more than 20 valves listed on the permit, you will need to click on the Next button to make sure that you have looked at all the valves and that all the status of each valve has been filled. If all looks okay, click on the Continue button. Now you will see the valve location information screen. This screen shows the physical address of the valve. Make sure that all the valves have the correct information. If the data in the fields needs to be changed, scroll to the left and click on the Modify checkbox. The fields that can be changed will now be enabled. Type in the correct information and then click on the Continue button. The next screen is the Quarterly Test Results page. If your certified tester entered the test results online, you can click on the Click Here link to see the results the tester entered. You must click on the checkbox that says, I certify that the test results displayed in the report are accurate to the best of my knowledge. This will then enable the Continue button. If your tester did not submit online test results, you may upload page 2 of the renewal application or the test certificates by clicking on the I will be uploading a supporting attachment as part of the submission drop-down window. You will need to click on Yes and then follow the instructions to upload the attachments. Note that by uploading an attachment, your submission will come through as a pending document, which must be reviewed by staff and then approved by a supervisor. If you see the blue ribbon, click on it and you will be taken to the service certification page. Here you must answer one of the 5 challenge questions you answered when registering. After typing in your answer, click on the Submit button. If the answer was correct, the certification PIN field will be enabled. Enter your PIN and click on the Certify button. Note that the PIN number is case sensitive. You will be then brought back to the certification single submission summary page. You will now notice the blue ribbon is absent. Click on the Continue button and this will direct you to the payment screen. You may select pay either via a credit card or via an e-check. After following the instructions to pay, you will see a payment confirmation screen. You may print this page out as a paid invoice, then click the Continue button. You will now see the Summary of Physical Connection Renewal screen. At the bottom of the screen, click on the Return button, which will bring you back to your My Workspace page. Scroll down to the bottom of the screen where you will see the Services Submitted blue bar. It might take a few minutes, but if the submission went through correctly, you will see Submission Successful for that service ID.